Okay, now here, what does that mean? Isabel is, how you doing? Malo, not bad at all. Basic stuff, right? That's a Myan greeting. Isabel, malo. Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to give you a welcome to the Mayapan Ruins, Lazy River and Cave Swimming Excursion. Today you are in bus number 3. Please remember that. Okay? And before I go ahead and start giving you information about today's experience, what are we going to do, how much time is taken from one point to another, and so on and so on, all the things you need to know about this excursion itself, and also, of course, introductions. I usually like to begin every tour asking a couple of questions. Number 1, how many of you understand some Spanish? Okay, thank you. Basic survival? Things like baño, cerveza, tequila, poquito, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome. Cabeza, good. The rest of you, don't worry. I'm pretty sure you're gonna learn a few words today. Now, question number 2. How many of you are here for the first time ever? Wow, almost everybody. Great. Well, I'm asking this because usually during the explanation, there are what we like to call the "this is my first time here" kind of questions. And since many of you are in that situation, we're gonna cover some of those subjects. Now, let's proceed with introductions. Allow me to start with myself. My name is Mario, but when I'm a tour guide, they call me Super Mario.
That's legit.
So, ladies and gentlemen, today you may call me Super Mario. I'm gonna be one of your tour guides. I'm a certified federal tour guide, and I'm telling you this because I don't want you to believe that I'm just some random guy they picked last night and went to Wikipedia. Okay? Right? But I'm not alone today. There is somebody else, another very important member of this team, also a certified federal tour guide, but I'm going to let her to introduce herself, so...
Hola, buenos días.
Hola.
Isabel. Exacto. Very good, excellent. Well, we are so happy, glad, and honored that you decided to join us to this adventure. We are going to have a great time. Thank you.
Where Cozumel, Playa del Carmen, Cancun, and all of those places are at the southeast, and Yucatan at the center north, kind of like a triangle actually. Now, to give you some perspective, you've been to Cozumel yesterday? Okay, Cozumel is here. Progreso. So the ship went all the way around. Now, I'm curious about one thing. Since you told me that you've been to Cozumel yesterday, how many ships you saw at Cozumel yesterday? 3, 4 we got over there? Wow. For Cozumel, that's kind of like a low day. They usually get 4, 5, even 6 cruises almost every day. Progreso is a little more different to that. Because in Progreso we usually get 2 cruises a week. Most of the time just Carnival, usually 1 cruise on Tuesday, another one on Thursday. Every once in a while we get more, every once in a while we get less. For instance, this week we're only having this cruise. There are times, sometimes in winter, when we get up to 4 or even 5 cruises during the same week. Usually Carnival is the only cruise line that comes here all year long. Now, another frequent question, and this one is interesting because it's regarding to let's just say an important subject: safety. People who've never been here before, every once in a while they come close to me and ask me, okay, Super Mario, is this a safe place? I mean, how is the crime situation around here? Because we've been watching the news and, you know, they usually tell you the bad stuff about Mexico. They usually talk about the drug dealers, the people being kidnapped, and there are a lot of scary things that happen, so that makes you don't want to go to a place. I totally understand that. And you know what? It gets even worse if you also like to watch the Netflix series about drug cartels. That's a nightmare. And it gets even worse if you also like to watch Telemundo. Yeah, not watch Telemundo. A lot of bad stereotypes. Anyway, in order to make you feel better, just so you know, today you are on what is considered to be the safest state in Mexico. The state of Yucatan has an average rate of crime of 0.5%. Literally, you're standing on the safest spot in the whole country. How comes? Different theories though, but the most accepted one says that Yucatan is so safe because our main business is tourism. So, if this place becomes dangerous, people like you will stop coming. We can't afford that to happen. And usually when I explain this, there's always somebody who asks me, hey, Super Mario, how comes tourism is such a big deal if you usually only get 1 or 2 cruises a week? Well, we got an international airport in the capital city, in the city of Mérida, a few minutes away to the south. And there's people from all over the world flying here almost every day. Yucatan is full of wonders. I'm talking about archaeological sites, colonial cities, museums, history, places for adventure, like the place we're going to visit later for swimming. 106 small villages, every single one with its own particular architecture and history and traditions, and of course its own celebration. Every week, all through the year, there is a party somewhere in Yucatan. Because in every single one of those villages, they make a party when it's the anniversary of the village. There's people who go from one party to another every week. That's one of the many reasons that makes this place a beautiful one to visit and for staying for a few days, or even more than that. Now, another frequent question. Hey, Super Mario, is it safe to drink the water here? If you would have asked me that 30 years ago, I would have said no. Because back in those days, in the 80s, even in the early 90s, we used to drink tap water. Not anymore. Everything we drink is bottled water, purified water. And we do the same for the ice cubes, and we do the same for everything we do in the kitchen. So when I tell you you're in a safe place, I mean it in every sense of the word.